So there's a shift in energies which is taking place right now on the planet. Maybe you can feel it. Things feel a lot lighter in some respect, and because of that, energies, consciousness which is opposing the expansion of consciousness is also ramping up. So you might feel a lot of polarity in your life between light and dark, that each is becoming more magnified. You might feel more spontaneity, for example. You might feel more sovereignty. You might feel a greater compulsion to creative expression, but that is also going to bring up a lot of other things, a lot of areas in your life which are blocking that expression or the emergence of that consciousness. And so it's going to be quite challenging to really step into that. The challenge of many spiritual people out there, particularly those we call star souls, is that the 3D vibration they feel is dissonant and out of alignment with the truth they feel coming in through their soul. So there's a tendency to fly around in the higher chakras. This brings in a subtle avoidance of life. Or others try to bridge into the 3D, into society, only to get pulled in and confused by the various impulses and signals. This happens particularly in business marketing tactics, conventional child rearing practices, an unaligned diet, or excessive use of devices and social media which disrupt our field. So how to live fully in the 3D while anchoring ourselves in the higher dimensions, the 5D? It is to recognize that our soul is here to find alignment. And in order to do that, we need to work through distortion. There'll be moments in your life where pain, identification, attachment comes up. And these are the exact moments to go into, because that's where the key to soulful living is buried. Once we can liberate ourselves through these distortions, expand our consciousness, then it becomes easier to live life as what I call a grounded mystic. That means essentially riding the flow of the soul in any given moment, being the constant witness, noticing where you get attached to outcome or withdraw from reality, or when identity and stories take over. Getting to know your essence and anchoring yourself in that. Living life in the mystery. Clarity in the unclarity. Flow from stillness. Constant refining of how we engage with 3D society and with others. Creativity with your soul expression. So a key facet of actualizing the energies of the grounded mystic is going to be about being in the flow as much as possible. What does this mean? It means following the heartfelt pull in any moment, asking what is required now from the soul. And this can mean putting aside what the ego might want, for example, soft comfort. It's really about actualizing who you are in every moment. And this is going to require a degree of spontaneity, a degree of getting out of the head, and really feeling. And it's good to come out in nature, obviously, but we can do this in every moment of our lives, even when we're at work with the family. It's really about stopping, listening, and feeling. And then when the impulse arises, we act from there. And it really brings a feeling of adventure, you know, because you never really know what is coming next, what's around the corner. And that's bloody brilliant. Now the flow is almost certainly going to take you out into nature at times. And you'll probably be drawn to sites in your local area which have a high energy or are key energetic locations. And that's where I'm taking you up to see the guardian of this area. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. So I've reached the summit of this little hill now, very close to where I live. And I want you to meet the stone dragon who makes the place his home. Maybe you can see the head, the eyes, the mouth there, and the neck going back. There'll be beings like this in many locations of energetic significance. And it's very prudent to get to know them. The energy I feel when communicating with these beings. It could be stones, it could be trees, it could be all sorts of things. It's just incredible. It's like the whole of reality shifts and becomes this wave. It's not so solid anymore, you know. Anyway, I'm going to turn the recording off now to connect more, because I have the feeling recording's not so invited. So I've paid my respects, and it's time to head up to the main centre of the site itself. And this is a site that I've been working on for some months now, since I arrived. A lot's cleared up. When I arrived, there were all sorts of sticks everywhere in certain patterns and positions, which was not random, and things nailed into this tree here. And it spoke to me of intervention, you know, of blocking the energies which are here. And so I had to do a fair bit to unravel all of that. And now it's pretty free. What we have here is an energetic centre which anchors the energies in the area. And you can't see it, but just over here there's another big hill with a castle on top, which acts like a pump for all the ley lines coming through the area. And that requires a bit of work too. That's the subject of another video. Yeah, I'm going to sit for a while and enjoy it. Magic really does exist. Here's the thing. When you drop all the machinations of the mind, all the stories that it comes up with, the needs, the attachments, if you can move beyond those in everyday life, then a whole new dimension of reality opens up. The world becomes much more interconnected, and everything starts speaking to you. The birds singing in the trees, the sunlight coming through them, various animals, cows. I can hear a pigeon in the background. And it all clicks in together. And it doesn't matter if you don't get it. If you don't get it in the mind, it's going to be speaking through your soul. And so this is what being a grounded mystic is really about. Yes, it's going to set you apart from others, but no doubt you already feel that. But is anything worth the compromising of your soul? Through grounded mysticism, life becomes magical, intriguing, ever new. Your consciousness becomes expanded even in the depths of triggers and density. The sacred ground within is not lost because you know yourself as the soul having a human experience. And thus you ride the wave through life and bring the beauty and clarity of the higher dimensions into this 3D reality, bringing yourself back to the source within.